The Egyptian pyramids are ancient pyramid-shaped masonry structures located in Egypt. As of November 2008, there are sources citing both 118 and 138 as the number of identified Egyptian pyramids. Most were built as tombs for the country's pharaohs and their consorts during the Old and Middle Kingdom periods. The earliest known Egyptian pyramids are found at Saqqara, northwest of Memphis. The earliest among these is the Pyramid of Djoser, constructed 2630 BC 2611 BC, which was built during the Third Dynasty. This pyramid and its surrounding complex were designed by the architect Amenhotep, and are generally considered to be the world's oldest monumental structures constructed of dressed masonry. The most famous Egyptian pyramids are those found at Giza, on the outskirts of Cairo. Several of the Giza pyramids are counted among the largest structures ever built. The Pyramid of Khufu at Giza is the largest Egyptian pyramid. It is the only one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world still in existence. Historical development. By the time of the early dynastic period of Egyptian history, those with sufficient means were buried in bench-like structures known as mastabas. The second historically documented Egyptian pyramid is attributed to the architect Amenhotep, who planned what Egyptologists believe to be a tomb for the pharaoh Djoser. Amenhotep is credited with being the first to conceive the notion of stacking mastabas on top of each other, creating an edifice composed of a number of steps that decreased in size towards its apex. The result was the step pyramid of Djoser, which was designed to serve as a gigantic stairway by which the soul of the deceased pharaoh could ascend to the heavens. Such was the importance of Amenhotep's achievement that he was deified by later Egyptians. The most prolific pyramid building phase coincided with the greatest degree of absolutist pharaonic rule. It was during this time that the most famous pyramids, those near Giza, were built. Over time, as authority became less centralized, the ability and willingness to harness the resources required for construction on a massive scale decreased, and later pyramids were smaller, less well built and often hastily constructed. Long after the end of Egypt's own pyramid building period, a burst of pyramid building occurred in what is present-day Sudan, after much of Egypt came under the rule of the kings of Napata. While Napatan rule was brief and ceased in 661 BC, the Egyptian influence made an indelible impression, and during the later Sudanese kingdom of Meroe, approximately in the period between 300 BC, AD 300, this flowered into a full-blown pyramid-building revival, which saw more than 200 indigenous, but Egyptian-inspired royal pyramid tombs constructed in the vicinity of the kingdom's capital cities. Al-Aziz Uthman, 1171–1198, tried to destroy the pyramids at Giza. He gave up after damaging the Pyramid of Menkaure, as the task proved too huge. Pyramid symbolism. The shape of Egyptian pyramids is thought to represent the primordial mound from which the Egyptians believed the earth was created. The shape of a pyramid is thought to be representative of the descending rays of the sun, and most pyramids were faced with polished, highly reflective white limestone, in order to give them a brilliant appearance when viewed from a distance. Pyramids were often also named in ways that referred to solar luminescence. For example, the formal name of the Bent Pyramid at Dahshur, the Southern Shining Pyramid, and that of Sinwazret at Hela Unwa Sinwazret is shining. While it is generally agreed that pyramids were burial monuments, there is continued disagreement on the particular theological principles that might have given rise to them. One suggestion is that they were designed as a type of resurrection machine. The Egyptians believed the dark area of the night sky around which the stars appeared to revolve was the physical gateway into the heavens. One of the narrow shafts that extends from the main burial chamber through the entire body of the Great Pyramid points directly towards the center of this part of the sky. This suggests the pyramid may have been designed to serve as a means to magically launch the deceased pharaoh's soul directly into the abode of the gods. All Egyptian pyramids were built on the west bank of the Nile, which is the site of the setting sun, was associated with the realm of the dead in Egyptian mythology.